Doug Averill grew up with 7 brothers on his family's huge ranch, the Flathead Lake Lodge, in rural Montana. As a teenager, they roamed around like a cowboy gang, riding horses and checking cattle on the vast lands their family owned. Their ranch covered 3 big areas, forming a triangle around some of the wildest parts of Montana. One summer in the 1960s, the brothers found something really spooky. They stumbled upon 3 dead cows laid out in a circle on the ground. Even though the cows didn't have any obvious injuries, their private parts were missing. But there wasn't any blood. It was like someone did a surgery. Back in the 1960s, when everyone in America was really into aliens, local newspapers started talking about maybe aliens being behind the strange cow incidents. People guessed that the aliens took the cow parts for some kind of testing. But one day, Averill and his pals found a lance with a mysterious note on it, and it had a scary message. That's when we realized it must be people doing this, Averill says. After that, things got even weirder. In the next few days, some really strange stuff happened. First, the brothers went to a bar for burgers, leaving their horses in a truck. They were only gone for a few minutes, but when they got back, one horse from the middle of the truck was somehow out of the truck, and there was no sign of a fight or struggle. We couldn't figure out how they got that horse out without messing with the others, Averill says. The day after that, a new guy working on the ranch fell off his horse and got really hurt. They'd all been riding together, but not a single other member of the crew saw the accident. It was the weirdest thing, Averill says. The man's injuries were so severe that he was left permanently disabled. Then, the worst thing happened. An old cook from the camp drove out to meet the brothers for a day of riding. But when he got there, the back of his truck was open and the tailgate was missing, even though he'd closed it before. His horse, Betsy, had fallen out and been dragged by the truck for who knows how long. They had to put her down right away. It broke his heart to see what happened to Betsy. We probably should have put him out of his misery too, Averill says. Those 3 things happening one after another, right after we found that spear, it was just so weird. Like the 3 dead cows in a circle,